Welcome, dear viewers, to this sacred moment of eternal truth and deep spiritual healing for your soul. Look deeply at the dark, shattered wasteland around your life, filled with the sharp, bleeding glass shards of past broken dreams. You carry a heavy mask of fake strength to hide the pain, yet your heart still cries out in the shadows. The judgmental world condemns your severe mistakes and coldly whispers that you are a hopeless piece of waste. Hear the majestic holy voice of the Almighty, radiating an urgent message of pure divine love. My child, I see you standing completely alone, staring back at the long, winding path of your fragile human life. Your eyes can only recognize the sharp, scattered fragments of everything you once cherished so deeply. The weight of past wrong decisions hangs heavily over your mind, clouding your vision of a brighter tomorrow. You remember every painful tear shed in broken relationships that promised joy but left you hollow inside. The devastating failures in your earthly career have shattered your confidence into 1,000 tiny pieces. Slowly and silently, you have accepted the cruel labels that the unforgiving world has placed upon your soul. A dark, persistent whisper keeps reminding you that you are nothing more than a worthless piece of broken clay. Deep within your heart, an intense longing for true love and genuine acceptance burns like a faint, dying ember. You deeply desire to be fully cherished for who you are, yet you feel completely unworthy of such grace. The toxic poison of deep insecurity continuously whispers that your life is permanently ruined by flaws. You believe the big lie that no one could ever truly love a person carrying so many hidden structural wounds. Therefore, you meticulously build a thick, heavy armor of artificial strength to face the judgmental world. You wear a bright, smiling mask every single day. Pretend that everything is absolutely fine with your heart. You are absolutely terrified that if someone looks closely enough, they will easily see the real broken you. The haunting fear of being rejected again paralyzes your spirit, forcing you to withdraw into cold isolation. As ancient spiritual texts wisely reveal, a wounded spirit dries up the bones and drains all vital human energy. You ask yourself how much longer you can possibly sustain this exhausting charade of superficial perfection. Every night in the absolute quietness of your room, the heavy armor falls away and the hidden pain overflows. You look at the mirror and see only a tragic collection of sharp fractures that seem impossible to repair. But I have been watching your silent tears all along, knowing every secret ache of your heavy heart. In your desperate and frantic search for human perfection, you ran down many dangerous and dark paths. You repeatedly allowed yourself to be deeply hurt, thinking that temporary worldly validation could heal you. You chased after the fleeting standards of this present generation, exhausting your mind for empty vanity. You tightly clung to toxic and destructive relationships, begging beggars for a small crumb of personal value. You foolishly believed that if you sacrificed your dignity, someone would finally choose to stay with you. Yet, the more frantically you struggled to belong, the deeper the sharp glass shards of betrayal pierced your soul. Every worldly compromise only served to widen the painful fractures, draining your remaining spiritual strength. You found yourself wandering in a dry, barren desert, completely detached from the true source of living water. The high walls of your self-made kingdom crumbled into dust, leaving you exposed to the cold wind of reality. According to historical archival records of human suffering, isolation always intensifies the inner agony. Slowly but surely, you sank into the absolute bottom of the dark, cold, and suffocating pit of total despair. The thick darkness became your only companion, pressing down on your chest until you could barely breathe at all. With no strength left to fight the oppressive shadows, you finally dropped your heavy weapons of pride. You raised your tear-stained eyes toward the vast, silent heavens, releasing a desperate cry for supreme help. Your trembling voice broke the stillness of the night as you honestly confessed the full extent of your ruin. You screamed out in agony, stating that you were completely broken beyond any possible hope of restoration. You even wept bitterly, believing that a holy God would surely turn away from such a wretched and filthy sinner. You concluded that your life was a total write-off, a permanent tragedy that even heaven could never redeem. But your honest cry of absolute brokenness is precisely the golden key that opens the door to my mercy. Are you completely exhausted from always fighting this heavy spiritual warfare all alone in the dark? Now, my beloved child, I gently ask you to lift your downcast eyes and look straight at my vast holy hands. Behold the eternal nail-pierced scars clearly engraved upon my palms as an everlasting covenant of pure love. These sacred wounds are the ultimate undeniable proof of my unconditional sacrifice made just for your life. I am the great potter, the sovereign architect of the cosmos, who carefully fashioned your very first breath. When the cold, unforgiving world ruthlessly discards you as a useless piece of trash, I look with deep desire. I do not stand at a distance in your misery. I actively bend down from my glorious heavenly throne. With the ultimate tenderness and infinite patience, I begin to collect every single scattered piece of your life. Not a single tiny fragment of your broken heart is too small or too insignificant for my hands to gather. Historical records of divine interventions consistently show that I always specialize in redeeming the lost. My perfect love does not demand an unblemished, flawless vessel before it decides to choose and cherish you. Instead, my boundless affection deliberately seeks out your deepest wounds to demonstrate my sovereign power. My brilliant celestial light pierces directly through your jagged cracks, illuminating the dark corners. Those hidden rooms of shame and secret guilt that you always tried to lock away are now fully exposed to grace. Where you see nothing but absolute disqualification, I see a beautiful canvas ready for my divine touch. Will you finally grant me full permission to touch those painful areas you have hidden for so many years? Let go of the heavy burden of trying to fix your own brokenness, for that is a task only I can accomplish. Trust the gentle pressure of my artisan hands as I place your fragile clay back onto my cosmic wheel. The fire of my holy altar will consume all the dross of your past, leaving only pure gold behind. As old scriptures testify, I am close to the brokenhearted, and I save those who are crushed in spirit. Feel the warm, soothing oil of the Holy Spirit pouring over your raw wounds, stopping the internal bleeding. You are no longer an orphan wandering in the dark. You are fully safe within the hands of your Creator. Therefore, never allow your trembling lips to declare that you are too broken for my vast love to reach. Right at this very unique moment, I am actively initiating a glorious supernatural work inside your soul. I am pouring the precious liquid gold of my infinite grace and divine favor into every painful crack. This heavenly gold binds your scattered pieces together with a bond that is far stronger than original clay. Your fragile vessel is being carefully remade under the watchful eyes of the entire angelic host. Understand clearly that I am not simply restoring you back to your old, vulnerable human condition. I am transforming your life into a completely new, radiant, and utterly unique masterpiece of glory. A beautiful work of art that will stand as an eternal monument of my victorious redeeming power. Your restored vessel will gleam with the bright light of unmatched spiritual resilience and deep gratitude. Those jagged lines that once caused you intense misery will now reflect my brilliant celestial light. As modern scholars of ancient spiritual arts observe, the mended fracture becomes the strongest part. Your deep scars are no longer a badge of absolute humiliation or a reminder of your past sins. They have been officially redefined by heaven as the beautiful, undeniable evidence of total healing. They tell a powerful story of a soul that died in the wilderness but was brought back to life by grace. Other broken individuals will look at your radiant light and find the courage to seek my face as well. Your painful journey was not a waste of time. It was the intense preparation for a grand destiny. Stand up straight on your feet right now, my precious and beautifully restored masterpiece of love. Shake off the heavy dust of the dark valley and step boldly into the bright sunlight of my presence. You are immeasurably more beautiful, valuable, and highly prized than your human mind can fathom. No weapon formed against your newly restored identity shall ever prosper, for I am your protector. Rest deeply in the absolute assurance that my burning affection for you will never, ever come to an end. Your deepest scars are not a sign of shameful defeat, but the shining proof of sublime divine healing. Is your brokenness a tragedy or a masterpiece in disguise? Share your thoughts below and reveal your heart. Please like this video, share it with broken souls, and subscribe to our channel for more divine messages.